Sweet mother of God, Nidhogg 2 is a fantastic game. I can't stress that enough. If you checked out mine and Andrew's live stream last week, you see how much fun we have. I'll put it in the video right now. It was just so much fun. It's the perfect party game for two friends. I wish it was more players than 2 players. It wouldn't really make sense if it was more than 2 players, but it's the perfect party game, even if it is only 2 people. Me and Andrew had a blast. I completely missed out on Nidhogg 1. I know that Nidhogg 2 has a bunch of criticisms toward it because it's super ugly, and I'll be honest, it is a really ugly game, but once you're actually playing it, that ugliness, it sort of becomes charming after a while. You can tell that's what they were going for. They were trying to make an ugly game in a charming type way, but when people first look at it, all they see is just an ugly ass game. There's nothing they can do about it. But gameplay shines through. This game is so much fun. You can quickly and easily get into heated battles with your friends where you're at the very edge and you're about to lose, but then you throw a friggin' knife at his face, he dies, you run past him, then you dodge him when you don't have a weapon, and then he ends up falling in the hole and everybody's laughing. It's just so chaotic and so fun. It sort of reminds me of Towerfall Ascension, which oddly enough we played Towerfall Ascension during the stream afterwards, and it made me realize how slow Towerfall is in comparison to Nidhogg 2. Nidhogg 2 is a really fast game, and it's like your reflexes start to get more used to it, so it doesn't feel like you're playing really fast, but when you're actually doing it, it's super action-packed, and honestly, the game makes you feel like a badass repeatedly. There are times where I would accidentally do something really cool, like dodge his weapon and then pick it up, throw it at him, and then run past him. Like, the controls are so simple, but at the same time, it's so easy to accidentally do cool things or accidentally do really dumb things. Like, there was one point where me and him were just for some reason constantly doing this weird breakdancing move, like in the middle of the fight, like out of nowhere. Like, we wouldn't really know what we were clicking, but it was happening, and we were just laughing. The game just leads to a good time. That's pretty much all I'm trying to get at. There's not much really in depth that I can even go with how the game plays because it's just so damn simple, but executed so perfectly by the developer. In terms of single player, there's 10 levels that you can go through and fight pretty much the same type of enemies and in different environments, which have some hazards in them where you can die, you can fall in like a meat grinder and stuff like that. The single player was the first thing I did, and after I was done with it, I thought to myself, yeah, this is pretty fun. Yeah, it's a good game. But then once I actually started playing with Andrew and just trash talking each other, and then hilarious things happen with the level hazards, and then there's like amazing comebacks that you can get out of nowhere, makes you feel awesome. It really reminded me of the times that me and Andrew have had with Super Smash Bros., which is our other favorite party game. So that's why I think Nidhogg 2 is the Smash Bros. Of PlayStation 4. Obviously, it's way more simplified mechanically, but when it comes to having a good time with a friend, it's pretty much Final Destination, no items, over and over, and I just love it. I look forward to playing it a lot more with him. I plan on streaming it a lot more. That's all I really have to say about it. Don't sleep on this game. It's only $15, and right now it's only like $13 and some change if you have PlayStation Plus. Might seem kind of steep for an indie game, but when you think about all the good times you're gonna have with your friends, it's totally worth it. Not trying to overhype the game or anything. It does have some problems, like sometimes you feel like maybe you're cheated during the gameplay, but it kind of just adds more chaos. And one last thing, in terms of single player, there is online matches. Unfortunately, I was having a little trouble with the game keeping up with the speed. Like, I'm not sure if it was my internet, I doubt it was, but the speed of the game couldn't keep up with like an online match. I don't know if that'll change down the line. The game did just release, but I wanted to throw that out there just in case you were curious. And yes, the game is ugly. Like, it's an ugly game. There's nothing, I'm gonna be honest, it's super ugly, but it's a little charming once you play it a little more. Thanks for watching. I'm Medlock, and I'll talk to you guys later.